Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of looking at this holzfforma 372. I'll kind of want to go a little slower and break down how this saw went together, how it came, and all that. So this saw came as an assembled holzfforma 372 XP. It's the model would be a holzfforma G372 XP. Now, when I got the saw, it ran for about 30 seconds and then quit. So, starting here at the case, we're going to work our way out. So, I disassembled the entire saw. New case gasket. Split the case, put a new case gasket on. It has stock bearings. It has stock crankshaft. I put in highway crank seals on both sides. And then, like I said, holzfforma crank, holzfforma connecting rod, holzfforma piston, holzfforma head. So everything else is holzfforma up to, this is an aftermarket. This is the Dukes, Saw Savage Co., I believe, is their website, but it's a Dukes ignition coil and wire. Stock spark plug though, that came with a holzfforma. It's a Dukes handle. The Dukes handle does not come with your gas cap or an on-off switch. I had a gas cap, and the on-off switch came in this Farmer Tech pack, which is just basically all the hardware for these saws. That way I got a little extra. I have a holzfforma starter recoil. It works. It broke. The rope broke on it, so I did a couple of modifications to that to make it run, and it's just on another saw, but it works good after you tear that apart. And now the saw runs, but I'm nervous that I did some porting to the cylinder head and advanced the timing on the flywheel. Other than that, this is all the major key running components come with a holzfforma carburetor. This is an HLIC carb. But I cannot get this thing to idle. Here's the idle screw, and that's the hole it goes into. Right here, goes into that hole. So with the idle screw all the way out, it still revs way up. So I'm gonna see if we have an air leak, or if we just can't get our throttle to close enough. But first I'm gonna test for an air leak. So I'm gonna get this gassed up and then head outside, and we'll spray it down with, this is brake cleaner. This is no chlorine in this brake cleaner, so we don't have to worry about, if it does ignite or whatever, making chlorine gas. So I'm gonna get a little fuel in it, and we'll go out and spray it down and see if we have an air leak. I'm thinking possibly, well, I just don't know. Oh, but first we'll have to take the bar and chain off. So let me do that, and we'll be right back. I'll get you guys outside. One more thing while we're here, this is a Dukes handle. It came with a double wrap handle. It's just on another saw right now. But I went to the half wrap because I don't do a whole lot of felling, and it gets in the way of your bar nuts. So half wrap. Alright. So we got a little bit of fuel in it. Turn the on switch on. Choke it, and let's see if we can get this thing to fire. fires up. So that's bad. That's exactly what we didn't want to happen there. That would be the source of our air leak. Is this crank bearing on that side. So all the work's done for this saw, and it's all got to get undone, pulled apart. We'll pull that seal out, put a new one in, and put it all back together and do it again. So we'll have a full day on this saw. I'll order gaskets for it, and that should be in about a week. Luckily I have another saw that's running pretty well, so we'll probably have cutting videos and that sort of thing for until that seal kit comes in. But it is what it is. While we got the case split, we'll probably just do both sides, just do bearings on both sides. Actually, while we're right here, I'm gonna spray down that other side and see if we have an air leak on the other side. That's another way you can test for these air leaks. So if you start throwing the saw around like that and she dies out, then you probably have an air leak. Not probably, you have an air leak. Because this should all be a closed system, and changing two strokes can run upside down, right side up, any which way. And if by changing the orientation of the saw it changes something, well, you're messing with the preference differential because it's sucking. You have a vacuum leak, so that told us what we needed to know on that. We're gonna do it one more time just for shits and giggles. Show you what we're spraying down here is right around this clutch area. That'll suck brake clean in and make your suck. Just like that. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Next time we see you, we'll have this saw tore apart. Thanks for watching.